All right. Y'all ready for that groove, y'all? Come on, here we go.
Everybody wants to feel good. They want to feel passionate about something. Dance can give you that type of joy.
Dance is about release, whether it's sadness, happiness, frustration, or love. We communicate that through our bodies.
It's liberating. Ryan is my name. Future is my artist name. I do multiple forms of street dance. The main one that I'm known for is Boogaloo and popping. Boogaloo dance is the idea of being really funky and really illusional with your movement. What we call popping today comes from Black Americans in the Bay Area in the mid-1960s. It was this idea of moving free and prideful in the Black community. So they had a lot of moves that became styles, but they are rooted from the Boogaloo culture. Popping was about jolting the muscle in rhythm to the music. Chop that up into ticking. This comes from imitating stop motion films. Robot. This idea of moving like a machine. Tutting. People that were creating these dances in the 70s were imitating hieroglyphics. Waving. Each joint is going to isolate to create the idea of water moving through. When it all comes together, it looks a little something like this. Popping is about posing with muscle control. This comes from the stop and the jolt of the muscle. You need it to be exact. Our shapes, our details are to a T. As Boogaloo moved west, they started to call their version of it strutting. This dance was a part of the civil rights movement. Messages are already in the music. James Brown was already talking about "Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud," and then you would see strutters come out standing together almost like they're in a protest line.
It's an attitude. It's a confidence. I'm not alone. We're standing together, shoulder to shoulder. Coming from the Black community, there's certainly a connection that I have to that energy.
As a dancer, when you're strutting, every movement you have to believe it. You have to convince the audience that every single movement you feel so good about what you do. But if you don't do it with the confidence that is strutting, then it's not really strutting. The transformation jam sessions that we do here at Urban Artistry, those are our local street dance gatherings. Those aren't specific to Boogaloo and popping, but you will see Boogaloo and poppers there. You're gonna see flexing dancers, house dancers, whacking, breaking, hip hop, crump. This event brings everyone together to one space. We're trying to create diverse spaces that bring different types of styles, thinkers, people into one space to get connections going, to get transformations happening.
Cyphers are a moment to just be free and to enjoy it with the people that are literally holding space for me in a circle. When you're dancing in front of other folks, it's not just moving in your own isolated moment. It's having a conversation with the people around you. There's a back and forth in dance where you're telling a story, showing people how you feel inside, and you're packaging it in your body. Just like with language, you're packaging it in words.
Boca Styles was the first popping contest in the world that separated the sub-styles. You have the digital randomizer, and before the two opponents will compete, the randomizer will say tutting, or it will say animation, and the dancers know that they have to focus on that. That gives the audience an idea of what's going on. It makes it clear for the judges to know what are we voting on. And it makes it clear for the opponents on what the conversation is. With the Book of Styles, we've had success with honoring the legacy and diversity of all these different styles and helping people remember the names and who contributed to them. But we've also helped get new dancers to try styles that maybe they wouldn't have before.
I might be Ryan's student and mentee, but I'm also such a fan of him. He has a creative style that, for one, just keeps developing and developing and developing. But when he dances, he's expressing his freedom. He's expressing his creativity, and he's really showing how much he trusts himself to take risks. When I see people who embody that same creative and free spirit, I immediately feel inspired by it. There's something about how they dance that makes me feel like I have permission to just let go, to just be me.
I think the job of any artist is to bring the energy you'd like to see into the world. As a boogaloo and popping dancer, that has totally been my goal. I want to have fun when I dance, but I'd like to be an artist that leaves an impact. I want to see more people becoming tradition bearers, building spaces for others, and doing the work to get folks together.
I realized I'm a contributor to a tradition that began in the 60s and survived the times. And it won't keep surviving unless I contribute to it.